Hey everybody, welcome to Film Fanatics. Today, we're going to go over the top 8 crazy supernatural fan theories that are probably true. Let's get started. 1. Supernatural and Walking Dead are in the same universe. It's been a long time since Jeffrey Dean Morgan was on Supernatural, but his character John Winchester has always been an important part on the show. Nothing in the show would have happened if he wasn't there to raise Sam and Dean as the hunters they are. In recent years, he appeared on the show The Walking Dead as the villain Negan, and it turns out they might be the exact same person. According to one fan theory, Negan is John Winchester after becoming a demon or being possessed by one. The big hint here is Lucille. Dean had a baseball bat strikingly similar to Lucille and commented that Dad loved this thing. Negan may have retrieved his favorite hunting weapon, but instead of hunting monsters, he now hunts people. Or maybe John was put into an alternate timeline. Since John went to hell, maybe he came back during the apocalypse or went to a neighboring universe as the soulless Negan. As for the walkers, they are the result of some kind of apocalypse triggered by Sam and Dean. Negan's behavior is similar to that of a demon. Ruthless, bloodlust, actual lust, obsession with the loyalty and rank, and of course, he's Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Number 2. Sam and Dean will start a new religion. One strange but awesome thing about Supernatural is that there's a supernatural world inside the supernatural world. This next fan theory says that one day there will be a whole religion based on the Winchesters. Both Sam and Dean have been through a lot. Things that prophets in the Quran, Bible, and the Torah haven't even come close to. Chuck is God in Supernatural and is the author of the Supernatural books. Some fans believe that Sam and Dean will eventually form some sort of religion that will be proven to the whole world as the right religion. Sam and Dean have both been killed and resurrected like Jesus, have been brought to hell, heaven, and purgatory and back, like Mohammed, and have defeated biblical people such as Cain, Death, and Lucifer himself. Think that's a lot? They've even killed Zeus. At one point, Castiel did refer to the supernatural books as the Winchester Gospels, meaning that they could be considered religious texts in the future, making me think this theory is probably true. Number 3. Everything after Season 3 is a dream. Angels, Leviathans, the darkness, visiting heaven, and even hell? A lot of crazy stuff has happened since Season 3. But what if demons were as crazy as it gets? One fan theory says everything after Season 3 is a dream. What if the Winchesters never woke up from their sleep in the episode Dream a Little, Dream of Me? Everything from that moment on would just be in Sam and Dean's imaginations. This whole dream concept has been used several times before, yet it's a little overplayed, and if Supernatural really did wrap up like this, many fans would be outraged. Number 4. The Leviathans we saw weren't the real Leviathans. The Leviathans, also called the Old Ones, were ancient monsters, as well as God's very first beasts. They predate angels, humans, and even souls, yet the creatures were more destructive than God planned, and he was forced to lock them away in purgatory. Castiel released them when he tried returning the souls to purgatory in the start of Season 7. There's a fan theory that says these Leviathans in fact aren't Leviathans. Instead, they are a new species entirely, and call themselves Leviathans for the street cred. In Supernatural, God created 2 Leviathans, and it's assumed those were the ones sealed off. Then he killed one so they couldn't reproduce. That being the case, there's the possibility of a special kind of monster emerging from the corpse of the Leviathan that God killed, and that those are the creatures we see in Season 7. 5. Sam and Dean's bad luck started with a broken mirror. Sam and Dean have had some good luck, but a lot more bad luck. It seems everyone close to them eventually dies or turns on them. And Sam and Dean are in big trouble with the cops for most of the show, especially in Season 7 when 2 Leviathans kill so many that the Winchesters become famous criminals. One fan theory says all of their bad luck originated from an episode in season 1 where they fought Bloody Mary, smashing several mirrors in the process. If smashing a mirror means 7 years of bad luck, well, their luck won't be getting better anytime soon. Myths and lore are generally found true in Supernatural, so why would this mirror lore be any different? Number 6. Sam and Dean are already in heaven. In season 5, we found out everyone got their own personal heaven. We also saw Sam and Dean were in the same heaven, as they didn't have to leave their personal heavens to get to each other. One fan theory states that Sam and Dean actually lost their lives in the episode Swan Song and have been in heaven ever since. They eventually figured out they're happiest beside each other, even if it's against insurmountable odds. Hunting is their normal, and they eventually became comfortable with that life, so they keep imagining they're hunting more and more enemies and older and ancient beings. Number 7. John Winchester was possessed by Michael the whole time. We've heard the talks about how it was always Dean's destiny to be the vessel, and how it was Sam's to be a vessel for Lucifer. One fan theory says John has been possessed by Michael this whole time, building Dean and Sam into perfect vessels for the final showdown, keeping Sam out of the loop and making him a rebel, and training Dean to be a good soldier following his father's orders. We saw young John say yes to Michael before, so maybe that yes allowed Michael to pop in whenever he wanted. This would also explain why John spent little time with Adam. Number 8. John Winchester never went to heaven. Back in season 2, we see John Winchester escape hell and help Sam and Dean fight Azazel. Soon after the fight, he disappeared and most assumed he went to heaven. An interesting fan theory says that isn't the case. We know since the Ash started looking for any sign of either John or Mary Winchester when he went to heaven, but he's had no luck finding them. And the discussion has largely been assuming that they're in heaven somewhere since both of their bodies were burned. But John was close enough to an object that he could use it as an anchor, this object being the Impala. John got the car in 1973 and used it for most of his life. He even proposed to Mary in the front seat, and it's safe to assume Dean's attachment to the car comes from the attitude he saw from his dad towards it, and damn, Dean loves that Impala. John's desire to watch over his sons could lead to him being a restless spirit in neither heaven or hell. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like, subscribe, and turn notifications on for more content like this. Bye.